go by chapters. Okay. Chapter 1 was about the quantitative and qualitative variable. So that one, 4%, 4 marks. Okay. Chapter 2 is about organizing and visualizing your variables. So that's means you need to draw the graph. For sure you will need to draw the graph one. So this one 16 marks because it will take quite long time to do that. 1-6. When you see the term illustrate, in exam illustrate means draw. Okay, it will not use the term draw because Bloom taxonomy use illustrate. Okay, and then chapter 3. Chapter 3 is about the numerical descriptive measurement. You will need to describe or explain about it. So this will give you 5 marks. Okay. Chapter 4 is about your basic probability, your concept about the probability. This one quite many marks also. Remember what drawing you learned in this chapter? Venn diagram. What else? No, where got bar chart in basic probability? Basic probability beside the Venn diagram, what else you learn? Huh? I heard tree. What tree? Decision tree. Okay, so this either one of these will come out in your chapter 4, 10 marks for the drawing. Okay, in exam you only given one draft paper. So the one draft paper, use it for the chapter 2 drawing. If this one asks you to draw for the probability, you just need to draw it inside the answer booklet. Don't ask for second draft paper. You will not be given 2 draft paper. One person, 1 draft paper only. Okay, so draw inside the booklet. Okay, chapter 5, discrete probability distribution. So what are the discrete probability distributions that you have learned? You learned tonight? No, that one is not discrete. You need to tell me. If you don't tell, I will just jump through. Poisson and binomial. Correct. Poisson and binomial distribution. One of these only will come out in the final exam. 6 marks. You need to do calculation. For sure, it is a calculation question. Ten marks. Okay, chapter 4 just now, either Venn diagram or decision tree, 10 marks. Okay. Sampling distribution, chapter number 7. Hey, sorry, I think I skipped the normal distribution. Chapter number 6 is normal distribution. Normal distribution is also about calculation, 5 marks. Quite straightforward. The normal distribution question usually is very straightforward. You just use the normal distribution formula to calculate. That one, remember the Z1, Z score is X minus X bar divided by the sigma. Okay? Yes. And then sampling distribution, chapter number 7, 4 marks. This one maybe is a calculation, maybe it's a discussion. Sampling distribution, remember the important concept that I always mentioning. What is that? How big is big, the sample? What is that called? Yeah, central limit theorem. I keep telling you that one is important. How big is big? Tell me, what is the n? 30 and above. Okay. Chapter number 8 about confidence interval. This one quite many marks also, 10 marks. 10 marks for your chapter 8 confidence interval. You need to do the calculation, you need to do some explanation. What is similar to your tutorial question. So do your tutorial question. All chapter also similar to your tutorial question. Okay, chapter number 9, hypothesis testing, 15 marks. So the 6-step hypothesis, for sure you need to do that. Okay, the 6-step hypothesis testing. Memorize, please, everyone, please memorize the 6-step of the hypothesis. Okay, no need to memorize formula. I never ask you to memorize any formula. Okay, chapter number 10, 2 sample tests and also one-way ANOVA, 10 marks. Also, you need to fill out the table, need to do the hypothesis testing. Remember, ANOVA table is the incomplete table, so you need to do the calculation. Show calculation, show calculation, show the calculation. Because you not always fill out the table without the calculation. Okay? And then the chapter number 11 is not in our syllabus. Chapter number 12 is the fundamental for chapter number 13. So chapter 11 and chapter 12, no question. Okay. Chapter 13 got question. Chapter 13, 15 marks altogether. So as I told you just now, you may need to fill out the table, you may need to interpret the scatter plot, and then you need to do the 6-step hypothesis testing. So if you sum up all together is 100 marks, and the more focusing is on the calculation. Calculation question more than the concept question. The drawing, I will suggest you to focus on learning about the drawing. You see the drawing, chapter 2 drawing already 16 marks. Chapter 4 drawing give you 10 marks. So that part is already 26 marks. Okay, and then your hypothesis, I also encourage you to focus, start from chapter number 9. You see, if you score chapter number 9, number 10, number 13, you already got 40 marks there. So basically, you will not fail. In other words, if you score chapter 9, chapter 10, chapter 13, that one most of the students are able to score during the final exam. So if you score that 3 chapter, basically you unlikely that you will fail your course because you still have your coursework mark, right? Okay. So that's all the best and good luck for your final exam. So any question about final exam, please ask now before we leave. After this, I'm not going to answer about final exam.